What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Mike, otherwise known as Adamant, and today I'm rocking a Call of Duty commentary. This one's on Slums, and I believe I go 39 and 6, level 11, second prestige, if I'm not mistaken, right there. And this is a pretty cool game. I mean, I just prestige like 2 matches ago, and I go hamster, playing that OBJ right there, getting the double kill. So, what do I want to talk about this commentary? Well, being that the game's finally been out for about 2 weeks solid, I'd kind of really like to go over my thoughts and opinions. And there's one thing in particular that I really want to talk about, and that is the problems that could have been avoided with a simple thing called a beta. And I really want to know why people, stray away from it when it can really fix the game. And a lot of these problems that people are having with it right now could have been out of the game before it even hit retail and affected stats, whatnot. So, let's get started. First things first, look at me, rocking the OBJ. I get right around here. Look at you bitches. What you gonna do, bitch? And spray for the win. Triple kill, looking like a beast. So, what I was trying to say is, why didn't this game have a beta? Many Call of Duties had it before this, primarily Call of Duty 4 and 5. I believe those are actually the only ones. But as you can tell, Call of Duty 4 and 5 are some of the most perfected Call of Duties from launch, and most doubtly the best Call of Duties by far. So, I'm not saying I hate this game, I'm not saying I love this game, but I mean, I really like this game a lot. But because I like it a lot, I'm kind of feeling like an Asian parent with an Asian schoolboy's grades. I really care about it enough that I'm passionate about it, and I want it to be everything and anything. The only thing I want to play is a perfect COD, and this one has potential, so obviously I'm all over trying to get it fixed and wanting it to be the best Call of Duty. So, first things first, why is lag comp a problem? So, a lot of people obviously have been stretching about this, yelling about it, screaming about it, but I like to put my 2 cents in and really get the question rolling. Why wasn't this fixed before launch? And my primary reasoning for it is, when you have a game like this, I know it's pre-developed, especially, online. It's already tested a bit before it comes out to public. It has to be, right? So why didn't they test this game around the world-ish, kind of, like one person's in East Coast, one person's in West Coast, and right there, they should have been having 3-bar games. They should be testing 1 bars, they should be testing 2 bars, 3 bars, and they should learn what the game is like when you have a bad connection, or a good connection at that. So, obviously, one of the big problems is lag comp, and when I sit there and play it, I'm wondering, why wasn't that fixed from the get-go? Right there, that's Xbox lag. I'm pretty sure that's just on my end, being my Xbox is kind of, whatever. And look at this. They spawn him right there. I don't know if they spawn him right there, or the red dot just showed up and he killed me. I don't know why these things aren't just fixed with a beta before it comes out. Obviously, spawning's always been one of the things about Call of Duty. It's a first-person shooter, and the maps are tight, so obviously they have to find places to spawn them relatively close to the OBJ. But there's things, obviously, like I was saying, lag comp. How come they didn't test the shit out of the game online before and realize, hey, maybe I'm not bad at this game. Maybe I'm just getting bullshitted out of kills and stuff like that. Like, they shouldn't be fixing that stuff post-launch, in my opinion. These are things that can change a game from being perfect to, shitty. And the fact is, they've had the game ready long enough that they should have been able to test it out and give it to bigger Call of Duty. This is why people need to get the game early, in fact, way before early. Like, people like Wade's gamer tag and stuff, especially Wade gamer tag. Like, he's not the best player. I don't know, he's above par, but he's not, pro or anything. But at least I can say I've watched him streaming. I'm a big fan of his, obviously. He's a really cool guy. But even he's sitting there, raging his face out. Obviously, he can't cuss at the game because he's not under contract or anything. But obviously, a lot of his fans come from COD, and they want to hear at least some sort of positive things about it. Not, this game's fucking shit, start yelling and cussing it out. Because sitting there watching his facial expressions, you can tell he's not pleased with the game at all. And obviously, he's stressed, lag comp, laughing about it. This stuff needs to be fixed. But really, if he was just a guy sitting there, doing whatever, he'd probably be sitting there screaming at the game, wanting it to be fixed. But yeah, things like that, like, a beta could easily fix that, and no one would ever have to know that stuff's in the game. And things like that also, like, what is that? That should have hit. But what I'm saying is, why are games downgrading? Like, Call of Duty COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, World at War never had really bad lag comp problems. Now, I will say Treyarch's always kind of had a bad hitbox, but hitbox isn't lag comp. Like, this is lag comp. Like, this isn't like, oh, my bullets were near him, blah, blah. This is, I'm shooting him around the corner and somehow he died. I don't know. Stuff like that. Like, obviously everyone knows, everyone's been raging about it, but I just had to get my 2 cents in and figure out why wasn't this stuff just fixed before the game came out. Now, I know, obviously, Treyarch, Bondahar is having a great time. They're really good people, and I'm really proud of that. At least they're working on it, and that definitely helps fix the game, having people that actually care about it. But even any amount of caring, you kind of just want the game to be ready for you when it comes out and not have to deal with stuff like this, post-launch. Um, yeah, and probably the last thing I'm going to talk about is PS3 and the problems with that and why I'm just kind of depressed about that. So, I don't know if you guys know or play PS3, but this game is pretty much unplayable on it, in my opinion. Now, obviously, you can play it, you can log in, but sometimes, or like 50% of the matches you go in, Wings, of course, said that you have to literally, restart your game. And I've also talked to a lot of people on Twitter about it, chatting people up, and they said that if they're touching their emblem before in pre-game lobby, it will make their PS3, freeze. Like, what is that? Is Microsoft just paying them off or like what? Like, how does a Call of Duty come out that unprepared? I don't know. Like, you get the rambling. Like, the stuff needs to be fixed. I really just, at the very least, I hope they fix it quickly and we can get back to loving Call of Duty. But right now, I care about this game too much. I'm too passionate about it to let it fall so short, and I really hope they fix it. And obviously, when you do well in this game, what's not going to happen other than people backing out? So, as you'll see, my whole enemy team rage quits. And obviously, we were getting close to the win. We were dominating, so obviously that's why. But I don't know. Stuff like that is just pissing me off. And I want this game to be great. It's not 100% yet. Obviously, they have plenty of time to fix it. But like I was saying, this whole commentary is, I just wish things were fixed before the game came out, and I wouldn't have to deal with it and watching it get better. I wish it was just great from the beginning, and we could all enjoy it. Hopefully they fix their shit, and I love them very much. Very fun Call of Duty, but let's get this stuff fixed, Bondahar. Let's have a good season of Call of Duty, and if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Helps out a lot, and helps my viewing and everything. So, with that, stay frosty, kids. Little Randys. Peace out.